Alright, I guess it's time to see what's going to happen here. I'm shaking it up. I'm using Mother's. Back to black. I'm highly impressed with it. Now it did take 3 coats. Bring that bumper back and the trim on that Jeep, but it was terribly faded. Let's go over here, see if this will come back. I have my doubts. I think we'll leave part of it untouched. And we'll see if it soaks in. I'll put it on just a little bit heavier right in here. And I think we're going to need a whole bunch right here. And we'll compare this to this, so they were the same color. Now I'm hearsay using heat will also work. But I worry about using heat on something that's well, 40 years old, 40 plus years old. So why don't we come back in about 15 minutes and see what's what. And maybe we'll bring the heat gun out and see how that works. Alright, it's been a few minutes. As you can see, this has gotten a little bit darker. There's absolutely no residue left. This panel is just sucking it up. So, why don't we try some heat? I mean, we don't really have a whole lot to lose. I'm not gonna have to burn this thing. Yeah, we'll run it up on high. This thing's had a bit of a rough life. I have done this on fenders, not fenders, but bumpers. It is getting hot. Make the stopping point right there. Say if you wanted to sit and take the time and work with it, you could bring it back. Let's see what it does over here. I can smell the plastic getting hot. Yeah, it's plenty hot. This is going to be a little hard on the plastic. This wouldn't be so bad in the wintertime. You can bring the color back and heat your garage at the same time. It's borderline on scorching that plastic. Even with me keeping the thing moving all the time. If you took your time, really worked it. So, next test. Back to black on where we did this and did that. And see what it looks like. So, we gotta wait for it to cool and then we will be back. Time to see what's gonna happen. A little more back to black. Find the side of this that I've already used. I think it's right there. Say to put it on liberally. As I said, this stuff is just soaking it up. I guess this is where we wait again and see what happens. Alright, well, basically this is the end result. I went back out, I used only the heat gun, and I did the whole bottom half of this panel. And it's a very simple conclusion is back to black works for some vinyls. But bottom line is, for something that's as bad as what this is or was, back to black will help it a little bit, but it will not do the job. Try heat. And when I was using the heat gun, you can actually see the plastic melting just a little bit, just on the surface. Okay, get shining. So, that's my conclusion. Take it or leave it. Do it at your own risk, because I did. Door looks better than it did. If you jump back to the beginning, you can see how bad the door did look. This is a massive improvement, and I will probably go over it one more time to get it the way I really want it. Short of buying another whole door panel, which they're a bit pricey. So, in summary, and in addition to the list of back to black and using heat to revive plastic, I'm going to add one more thing. But back to black, if you got vinyl like this, plastic, whatever it is, and it's faded out, even if it's faded badly, so long as it's not crunchy, back to black works great. Heat. If you look at this, you can see kind of a line right through there. This is where somebody ran into the back end of my Jeep and they crushed this in. I brought the heat gun back here, went to work on this, got rid of the white streaks from when you bend plastic too far. It gets that white look to it. So it took out most of that. I think back to black will probably bring that back to life later. But you can see the marks in here where they ran into it. Still got a little bit of the white right there. Right there. That's where a trailer came unhooked that I borrowed, that they didn't bother to tell me that the latch was broke. And it just unhitched itself. Came back here and ran straight into that. I'm lucky it didn't run into the back end of the Jeep. So, back to black, good for that. Heat, good for that. And it did work on the doors. Now the door panels, that's a little bit different situation. This plastic is so beaten and weathered. Let me bring you around here to the top of it, so you can see just how bad it is. I mean, that it's just cracking and falling apart. But for this, paint. Pure, simple. The heat and the back to black did bring it back somewhat. But let me show you. This is the inside panel. Got to get a little light here. That's with a little bit of paint. Krylon Fusion paint. The one I'm using is specific for plastic. They may not make it anymore. I think now it's called All Surface or something like that. But that brought it right back to life. And this is the stuff that I was using. It says right on it, for plastic. But like I say, I can't find it now. All I can find is the All Surface Fusion paint. So that's my summary. But I'm going to paint this panel and the other panel after I tape off all this and all that. And then put them back in the truck. So, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Thanks for watching. Bye.